All right, so in 1985, Mikhail Gorbachev becomes the leader of the Soviet Union. And under his leadership, we start to see the beginning of the end of the Cold War. When he became a leader, conditions in the Soviet Union were pretty poor for the majority of Soviets. The Soviet Union had for so long during the Cold War spent all their money on their nuclear weapons programs and on trying to keep control over the communist Eastern nation bloc that there was very little left over for the Soviet people. Food and jobs were scarce, and the Soviet people began to pressure the government for change. They said, "We've had enough of this." And recognizing this, Gorbachev decided to do two things. He instituted something called perestroika, which meant political and economic reforms to basically restructure the economy, and glasnost, which meant openness, allowing the Soviets greater freedom of expression. He also started to allow free elections, stopped controlling the Eastern nations so much, and really started to focus on the Soviet Union instead of those satellite states.
The secret word is Darth Vader.
Next, we saw in 1987 the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty. And this was historic because this was the first time that the US and the Soviet Union actually agreed to eliminate nuclear weapons that they already had. They destroyed some of their medium-range nuclear forces. Of course, both sides still had plenty of nukes to destroy each other, but still, that was historic. Why didn't the two sides ever destroy each other? Well, a big part of it was known as MAD, Mutually Assured Destruction. And that was the idea that, you know what, if the United States goes ahead and launches a nuclear attack on the Soviet Union, they're going to do it right back, and we're going to destroy each other. And so this kind of really prevented nuclear war